When she said it, I didn't even look up from my plate. "You know what happened?" she smirked. "I had a one-night stand with my boss, and I'd do it again." I just nodded, chewed, swallowed. Silence heavier than her confession. She waited for a reaction, a scream, a slap, a scene. But all she got was a calm, "You're home late." Her smirk faltered. Then she shrugged, poured herself a glass of wine, and went upstairs humming. That was the last night she slept peacefully in our house. We'd been together 8 years, married for 5. I'd met her in a bookstore. She dropped a copy of The Art of War, and I joked about it being a red flag. She laughed, said she liked strategic thinkers. Funny how that turned out. She was ambitious, magnetic. I admired that. When she got the promotion, I was proud. She was finally working under the CEO she'd talked about for months. Then she started staying late. Client dinners, she'd say. Always with the same perfume. Always the same lies. I didn't confront her at first. I collected, observed. The receipts, the messages, the subtle contempt, they built a quiet case. She'd stopped wearing her ring at work. Her boss had started texting her after midnight. Once, I caught her smiling at her phone in bed. I pretended to be asleep. That was 3 weeks before she confessed. 3 weeks before she tried to humiliate me. She wanted power. I'd give it to her, once I stripped it away. That night, after she went upstairs, I cleaned the dishes slowly. Then I opened my laptop. I had access to everything. She used my computer for her work presentations. Her company's internal accounts, her emails, her performance reports, all synced. Her boss, as it turned out, was married. And her messages with him weren't just explicit, they were incriminating. Photos, attachments, even one sent from her company account. By midnight, I had everything saved on a flash drive. By morning, I had a plan. When she woke up, she found her coffee waiting on the tray, like always. I'd even sliced strawberries into a heart shape. She smiled, half guilty, half confident. "You're not mad?" I smiled back. "Of course not. We should both start the day fresh." She didn't notice the second phone camera on the nightstand, the one recording everything. I wanted her calm. I wanted her to feel safe. Because by the time she finished that cup, her life, her version of it, was already dissolving quietly, one email at a time. First, I sent an anonymous packet to her company's board of directors. Subject: Internal misconduct. Proof enclosed. I attached everything. Her messages, his responses, the time-stamped photos, even her work presentations showing falsified metrics she'd plagiarized from another employee. Then I made a few calls. I had friends in compliance departments, people who owed me favors. By noon, her boss was suspended pending investigation. By 2 p.m., her company email was locked. By 4, HR had called her in. She didn't know I was watching from the cafe across the street, sipping black coffee as she stormed out of the building, eyes red, hands shaking. She called me 5 times that evening. I didn't answer. At 7 p.m. she came home, mascara streaked, voice brittle. "Someone sent my emails to the board. Everything. I'm being investigated. They think I leaked company data." I looked at her the way she used to look at me, blankly, distantly. "That's terrible," I said. "You must have trusted the wrong person." She stared at me, searching for warmth that wasn't there. "You don't think I did this, do you?" I let a pause stretch until it hurt. "I think you did a lot of things you shouldn't have." She slept on the couch that night, or tried to. I heard her crying, whispering apologies into the dark. By morning, her phone was buzzing non-stop. Company lawyers, HR reps, news of her boss resigning for personal reasons. Then came the final blow, an email from her bank. The joint account, the one I'd opened for her emergency savings, empty. Every cent transferred to an account in my name. Legally mine, I'd funded it after all. She stormed into the kitchen, voice breaking. "You took my money?" I looked up from my plate, the same seat, same calmness as 2 nights before. "You mean the money you used to book hotel rooms? I thought you wouldn't want it anymore." Her face twisted, half rage, half shame. "You're destroying me!" "No," I said softly. "You did that. I just documented it." That afternoon, she packed. I didn't stop her, didn't yell, didn't threaten. As she stood at the door, I handed her an envelope. Divorce papers, already signed. She didn't speak, just looked at me like she was seeing me for the first time. Maybe she was. It's been 6 months. She lost her job, her reputation. The boss filed for bankruptcy after his own scandal went public. I moved cities, started over, quietly. Sometimes I think about that night, her smirk, the words she used to wound me.